chat. Hello. It is me, your good bitch, Rosemary darling. And I am once again back on some very quiet bullshit tonight, but still it's a little bit of bullshit. A little bit of bullshit. As a treat. Hello, Nookie Pokey. Hello, Fallen. Hello, Vlad. You slammed your penis in the car door? Sounds relaxed. Oh, she scared me. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. I just showed up. Thank you for the hydrate. I am going to need it. But yes, the book I've chosen for tonight is Rebecca Scott's Ghost Walk. Now, this is my first read-through of it. So I'll be with the twists and turns right along with you guys. I was looking on Twitter. That Twitter. But yes, let me read you the synopsis of it. A Cambridge historian, Elizabeth Vogelsang, is found drowned, clutching a glass prism in her hand. The book she was writing about Isaac Newton's involvement with alchemy, the culmination of her lifelong obsession with the 17th century, remains unfinished. Yes, people do shit when they die, Vlad. Very good. Very good. Oh no, is she okay? She's dead. So she's fine. She's great. When her son, Cameron, asks his former lover, Lydia Brooke, to ghostwrite the missing final chapters of his mother's book, Lydia agrees and moves into Elizabeth's house. Why would you ask your ex to do anything? I'm sorry. I wouldn't ask my ex to move a paperclip from one table to the other. Then again, I wouldn't even want to be in the same room with him. Already unrealistic. A studio in an orchard where the light moves relentlessly across the walls. Oh, it was restlessly, not relentlessly. Sorry. Soon, Lydia discovers that the shadow of violence that has fallen across present-day Cambridge, which escalates to a series of murders, may have its origins in the troubling evidence that Elizabeth's research has unearthed. As Lydia becomes ensnared in a dangerous conspiracy that reawakens ghosts of the past, the 17th century slowly seeps into the 21st, with the city of Cambridge, the bridge between them. She's really killing it, having one hell of a time. Oh, thank you for the raid, Resnick! Hello, Resnick and Raiders! I'm just reading the synopsis of the book right now. The book that I'll be reading. Probably for 2.5 hours. And then the last half hour will be gaming. Just because I want to get at least a little bit of gaming in tonight. Listen, I may be an author VTuber, but I like slacking off. I like the video games. Protect your voice. Thank you, Fallen, for the hydrate, and yes, I will. I have a lovely mug of orange tea here, made by Coffee Bean, who is really good at making tea. Also, I may occasionally make comments. This isn't strictly gonna be reading, because this is my first time reading this book as well. I just thought it'd be fun. Filled with evocative descriptions of Cambridge, past and present, of 17th century glassmaking. Oh, I love glassmaking. Alchemy, the Great Plague. Oh, this was clearly before 2020. And Newton's scientific inventions, Ghost Walk centers around a real historical mystery that Rebecca Stott has uncovered involving Newton's alchemy. Oh boy! In it, time and relationship are entangled, the present with the 17th century, and figures from the past with the love-torn 21st century woman who is trying to discover their secrets. I almost messed up my voice the other day. Don't do that! Don't do that. I may, end the reading a little bit early if my voice starts to go. Because I almost fucked up my voice doing the reading of Honey Pop 2, where I turned off the character voices and read it all live. That shit fucked me up. Can I have your winnable voices at ears that copy spell descriptions from a PDF. Aww. Thank you for letting me be your ear-soothing voice sounds. I had something a lot more elegant to say in my head. Hold up, I gotta do something, because I have Give me just a second. Oh, nope, that is not where I wanted you to go. There we go. And oh, I got a book. It's almost the color of the book that I'm reading. The cover of it is it's gold, kind of a goldy, tea stainy. There's a little bit of blood in one corner. Not real blood. Fake blood. It's a picture of blood. Oh shit, that's right. The Stoat is not here. Hold up. Let me add the Stoat. An ancient. Behold. We'll put him over there. Give him his own corner. An ancient tome of knowledge and secrets. How much money you want to bet that she ends up with her ex by the end of the book? How much money? Stout hype. Look at him. He's a good little boy. $5. You know, if anyone bets against me and the romance doesn't happen, we're gonna give that money to one of my friends. Fuck it. I'll spin a wheel and we'll just give the prize, the pool to a friend. Stolt hype. Don't bet $100,000. I know you're not that rich. I bet one bagel. I choked on nothing. I haven't even started reading. I have not even started. How fucking dare you? My fucking throat. I'm drinking lots of water, okay? I'm doing good. I know. Okay, I'm gonna start now before my throat gives out, and we'll see how far we can go. Okay, I'll bet $15. Is that better? Much better. Thank you. Thank you kindly. But chapter 1, which is technically the prologue. Unrepaired and swollen with rain, the gate in the orchard wall refused to move until Cameron put his full weight against it and pushed hard. Stepping into the smell of a long-abandoned apple crop, Cameron called towards the house, hoping to catch his mother's attention in the window where she would be sitting working. Elizabeth? He waited for her to come to the window and wave, then called out again. This time, his voice disturbed a pigeon, which flew from one of the apple trees in a great clatter of wings. There was so much that needed mending here. The cracks and splits and rustings over bothered him more now that he was getting older. But there also seemed to be a point where it stopped mattering. His mother had reached it. She was no longer trying to keep all that aging and disrepair at bay. She stopped seeing it. She let the apples rot in the long grass where they fell. She'd let the Virginia creeper inch over the windows so the house became darker almost by the minute. Dust gathered on the books, shells, and animal skulls on her shelves and windowsills. Leaves blocked the gutters. There was no answer from the house. No face at the window. Time had stopped here. Time always seemed to stop around Elizabeth. She wasn't interested in the present. Time ran backwards or eddied around her, always finding its way back to the 17th century. Where was she? Where had she gone? The grass had grown thick and long under the apple trees. The orchard smelled like a cider press. Everywhere the golden russet curves of fallen fruit gleamed through the emerald green of long grass, gloriously lit and shadowed by the late afternoon sun which had broken through the rain. It was too late to gather them now. The brown of apple bruise had spread too far. Some of the apples had been gnawed, he noticed. Rats again. Yeah, they're getting fed! I got the chill vibes. Cameron's boot pressed on something hard in the wet grass. A small pink plastic fist gestured at him aggressively. He reached down to pick up the half-clothed doll, his son Toby's lost action man, lying at the base of a wizened tree. He laughed, looking up to follow a twist of wire into the apple boughs. Toby must have suspended this rope last time he had been here, a rope down which his action man had upsailed. Upsailed? Who the f uses upsailed? Trash mice. Excuse you, I love my trash mice. They're good little noodles. the domesticated rat is actually very clean, and they're also very intelligent little creatures. The dog was covered in trails now from slugs that had crawled blithely over the plastic muscles in their hunger for fermenting apple flesh. That sounds quite... When he pulled the string to see if the voice mechanism still worked, a woman's voice called out, "Action Man Patrol! This is your commander speaking. Mortar attack! Fall out! Fall out!" He tucked the doll into the pocket of his coat where, muffled, it eventually fell silent. Cameron knocked before he let himself into his mother's house. I'm trying to remember how to pronounce this word. Eccentricity. Eccentricity. Eccentricity? That sounds correct. Its eccentricity still amused him. She called it the studio, but it reminded him of the witch's gingerbread house in the forest, its wood-tiled roof sloping precipitously all the way down to the ground, cross-hatched by the shadows of the orchard's apple trees. Inside, a sturdy white totem pole held up the entire structure. Elizabeth had commissioned the architect to give her a steep-ceilinged expanse of white studio space to write in, and a little bedroom tucked away in a mezzanine floor under the roof, at the top of a steep wooden staircase. My favorite animal shall always be the giant enemy spider. Oh, the one that has gold? Oh, that tea's so good. What was wrong with him today? He had a knot in his stomach, and an ache cradling a dark sense of anticipation. Elizabeth would say he was out of sorts. What was it to be in sorts? He must have dreamed some complicated, sad dream the night before, he thought, which had slipped away, leaving the vestiges of itself in his skin and blood. Where was she? Not in the house. The door opening swept mail to one side. A bank bill. Oxfam. A postcard from Russia. He called out again, tucking the mail into the ledge on the windowsill. Elizabeth? His words echoed back from the wood paneling. Who calls their mother by their name? I'm almost 30 and I still call my mom Mom. And my dad Dad. His words echoed back from the wood paneling. The studio was already darkening as the afternoon slipped away. Perhaps she had gone for a walk. The red wool Jaeger duffel coat his wife, Sarah, had bought Elizabeth 2 Christmases ago was missing from the pegs by the door. The house had a different smell. He noticed that first of all. Because I'm a spiteful bastard child. Fair enough. Cameron might also be a spiteful bastard child. We'll see. He noticed that first of all. It smelled of lavender furniture polish. He'd not smelled furniture polish here before. Dust, yes. And books, and wood smoke, and sometimes the acrid sweetness of lilies. Elizabeth loved lilies and hyacinths, but not furniture polish. He couldn't remember ever seeing Elizabeth cleaning with furniture polish. Her work table was different too. The oak slab on which she worked was usually invisible under piles of papers and books and card files, but now the research papers for her book were, for the first time, all piled neatly into labeled cardboard boxes. The labels read, Newton, Trinity College, 1667 to 69. Nice. Grantham, Apothecary's House, Optics, Plague Years, Glass, European Alchemical Networks, 1665 to 66. Along the windowsills, the wood had been cleaned and polished, and the delicate objects and bric-a-brac rearranged into fresh compositions. The smell of books is far better than sex. God, yes. Having smelled both, you're correct. Brief interjection, story time. I used to go to some pretty slutty Halloween parties, and yeah, multiple times people would just go into the back and do it. Until that happened, my asexual ass just thought people having sex at parties was a myth propagated by the media. They fucking did it, good for them, even though it was not a big apartment. But yes, books smell way better. We love books in this house. Elizabeth had always arranged everything into still lifes. Stones cut in spirals on windowsills, strings of pearls draped over oyster shells she had gathered, coral, and somewhere along the beauty, always the vanitas, the bleached skulls of small animals. Yes, she collected those too. And yeah, it's not a myth, apparently. How odd. In the kitchen, there was no usual pile of unwashed plates, just a single mug upside down on the draining board, and she'd folded the cloth. She never did that. He left the front door open and strode outside as a fine rain began to sweep slantways across the garden. Why was he walking so quickly, he wondered, seeing himself suddenly as if from a distance, watching himself with curiosity from the trees at the other end of the garden as if he were in a film. He could see himself reflected in the glass of the big window. Cameron Brown, fellow Trinity College, neuroscientist, was looking for his mother. As someone who wasn't smelled either, because I don't go around sniffing books. Dude, you should sniff some books. Especially old ones. Old library books have the best smell in the world. Oh! A little loud? Yeah, let me turn it down. There we go. That should be a lot better. It's like the time I found out people actually had sex in high school. Old books. Oh, now it's too quiet. Wait, it's transitioning between songs. Never mind. He glanced at himself in profile, the large shambling frame, the long black coat, the Wellington boots, the snagged sweater, unbrushed hair, and unshaven face. Action Man head sticking out from his pocket. A flash of red out of the corner of his eye. Was she playing games? Down by the water's edge. Now he was running for the river, slipping on rotten apples, pushing through nettles that stung his hand. Then he forgot he was Cameron Brown. Cameron Brown lost his outlines. They dissolved as he waded into the water, seeped away as he reached down for the red woolen shape submerged in the rushes. He heard the howl of Mahler, then, as he turned the figure over and lifted his mother's small body onto the nettle-veiled riverbank, where he closed her eyes because he couldn't bear to look into their glassiness there, moved the white hair to one side, and blew air into her lungs. She had no shoes on. He rubbed her feet with the wet wool of his coat, but could rub no color into the blue-white flesh. And then, shouting to everyone and no one, he brought his fist down onto her chest twice. But someone had turned the sound off. River water emptied out of her mouth. When he stood blindly, lifting her small body, thinking only that he must get her into the house, he tripped on the long hem of his coat and fell backwards into the nettles, his mother's flailing body in a wet, red coat falling heavily onto his in the mud. I want to make a very inappropriate joke here, but I'm not. Okay, you know what? Fuck it. Man, you've already, disrespecting your mother's dead body? Shame on you. Don't let that bitch drop. You already let her down once. I am so sorry. Then there was nothing. I told you it was bad! I told you it was bad! He remembered nothing. He could recall only a succession of images and sounds. Flashes of light from the police car on the sloping ceiling. River water dripping loudly over the edges of her table and onto the floor and down through the cracks. A body covered with a blanket lifted onto a stretcher, papers to sign, a funeral at which he behaved badly in some way. And a glass prism returned to him by a mortuary assistant who had pried it out of Elizabeth's clenched fist. Needs signing for, he said, before he placed it in Cameron's hand. A wedge of triangular-shaped glass, chipped along one edge. A-bum-bum-bum. These things always start with the body. At least she lived a good long life beforehand. You know, she was an old lady. At least a very interesting life from what I've heard so far. Let's see, any other thoughts? Her house sounds amazing. My sister in Christ, how are you doing tonight? I'm doing pretty good. I'm reading, continue from front flap. Oh, that's a picture of the author. Okay. But yeah, we just got through the prologue, where a man's mother died, and a mystery is unveiled. And I made an extremely off-color joke. Chapter 1. I miss when chapters had names. I love chapter names. I never got over that. The chapter's just called 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm sad. Over the last 2 years, as I've tried to tease out the truths from the untruths that escape that series of events that seeped out through Elizabeth's death, like lava moving upwards and outwards through salt water from a tear in the seabed, I have had to be you several times, Cameron Brown, in order to claw myself towards some kind of coherence. Sometimes it is, easy to imagine the world through your eyes. Terribly possible to imagine walking through the garden that afternoon, in those moments before you found your mother's body in the river. After all, for a long time, all that time we were lovers. It was difficult to tell where your skin ended and mine began. That was the part of the trouble for Lydia Brooke and Cameron Brown. Lack of distance became imperceptibly a violent entanglement. So this is for you, Cameron, and yes, it is also for me, Lydia Brooke, because perhaps in putting all these pieces together properly, I will be able to step out from your skin and back into mine. Damn, girl, issues much? I'm all for being loyal to your partner, but be your own person. Please. You end up with Cameron again by the end of this book. I'm gonna shit. Oh yeah, this isn't strictly a reading. I am gonna be commentating too. If you don't like that, I apologize, but I literally can't stop shitposting. Alongside Elizabeth's body floating in red on the river, there are other pieces where the story needs to start. Places I can see now, but wouldn't have seen then. Other beginnings, which were all connected. Another death, one that took place around midnight on the 5th of January, 1665. That night, Richard Greswold, a fellow of Trinity College, Cambridge, had opened a door onto a dark, unlit a landing above a staircase in Trinity. A draught caught the flame from the lamp in his hand, twisting and elongating the shadows around him. As a thin stream of blood began to trickle from one, then both of his nostrils, he raised the back of his hand and wiped it across his cheeks, smearing the blood into streaks, and fell forward very slowly into the air, through the palest of moon shadows cast through casement windows. He fell heavily, his body twisting and beating around the steps and walls. The lamp fell too, and bounced, making a metallic counterpoint to the thuds of flesh on wood. By morning, the blood from the wound on Richard Greswold's head had run through and across the uneven cracks of the stone flagging on which he died, making a brown map like the waterways across the fens to the north. The college porter said, prying the key to the garden, from the dead man's clenched fist, and crusted blood as thick as fen mud. Damn, son! Greswold's death was bound up with Elizabeth. She came to know that before she died, but we didn't. 2 Cambridge deaths, separated by 3 centuries, but inseparable, shadowing each other. Richard Greswold, Elizabeth Vogelsang. That's a hell of a last name. I'm gonna keep tripping up over that. Elizabeth Vogelsang, why do you keep saying her full name? Drowned in September 2002, the first of 3 deaths that would become the subject of a police investigation 4 months later. The police took a ragged testimony from me, which I gave in answer to the questions they asked, and which were recorded on a tape in a windowless room in the basement of the Parkside Police Station by Detective Sergeant Cuff on the 16th of January, 2003. All of the interview rooms are occupied this morning, Dr. Brooke, he said, struggling to find the right keys. I followed him down gray corridors. So we'll have to use the central investigation room. I'm afraid it's not ideal, but at least it's empty this morning. There's a staff training morning, health and safety. We have about an hour. This is not a formal interview, you understand. We'll do that later. Just a chat. Never talk to a cop. You're present. Anyway, I don't know whether what I have to tell you will take an hour, I said. My nerves were jangled. I wasn't sleeping. I was still waking up in the middle of the night angry with you and with me, but I had enough self-possession to know that I would have to be very careful and alert here at the Parkside Police Station. Very alert. They had arrested Lily Riddler. We will have to see you again, Dr. Brooke, without doubt. You will be central to our inquiries. Fake. That's how I came to see another version. Their version. Well, not quite see, but glimpse. The central investigation room at the Parkside police station was filled with filing cabinets. I got the weirdest feeling just now. Like what, deja vu? Or like... Deja vu, I've just been in this place before. I get that a lot. I got that earlier today when I was in Porcelain Maid stream, screaming about cat girls. The central investigation room at the Parkside police station filled with filing cabinets and 4 desks with exaggerated curves. Deja vu, yeah. Sweeping in the different directions. Over to the right, a magnetic whiteboard ran the length of one entire windowless wall. Cuff pulled up a swivel chair for me on the other side of his desk, carefully clearing away papers and notes into a drawer and locking it. A collection of objects and photographs had been attached to the whiteboard with magnets. Curled around those objects were a series of questions, names, lists, and arrows in colored marker pens in different hands. I couldn't see very much from where I was sitting, so when Cuff went to retrieve a file from another room, I slipped the digital camera out of my briefcase and photographed it. A risky act driven by nothing but a terrible, bereaved curiosity. A white magnetic board written on in different hands in different colors in a series of photographs. 3 dead bodies, 1 woman drowned in a red coat, 2 men with their faces slashed, a wall of graffiti, several photographs of I'm skipping this part, it might be a little upsetting, animals are involved, the house at Landing Lane, a photograph of Lily Riddler next to some other people I didn't recognize, animal activists, I assume, and a photograph of a pile of shredded paper. Taking a small break for my throat. Alright, that should be okay. When I call up the photo on my laptop and increase the resolution, I can... Unless your camera's really good, that's not how cameras work. Also, damn, you uploaded the photo that fast? Damn, you were fucking ready! If you go close enough, you can just see that the blue pen lists 2 of the murder scenes. Staircase E of Trinity College in St. Edward's Passage, and if you go very close, right up to the right-hand corner, it took me a while to spot this. There's a photograph of me next to a photograph of Sarah. It was the photograph of me that you carried in your mobile phone, filed away carefully so that no one would find it. The one you took on Holcomb Beach. They must have gone through all the files in your mobile to find that. Underneath, someone had written my name. Lydia Brooke. I know! Like, are you reviewing this in the police station? Like, while he's gone, you could just get up and look. Damn, Lydia, you're cray-cray. Yes, that whiteboard was the sketchy beginning of the police version of what came to be known as the Cambridge murders. Murders that would be discussed in Parliament and produced as evidence to support proposed draconian measures in the Serious Organized Crime and Police Bill, which were finally instrumental in changing British law. Yes, we were making legal history, but of course, we didn't know that then. That the first conversation did take the best part of an hour because Cuff had so many questions about my relationship with you, what I had been doing in Elizabeth's house, how I'd come to know the family, when I had last seen you, what we had talked about, run-on sentences, what you had been wearing, and the context for the message I left on your phone. Holy run-on sentences, Batman. I'm sorry. I'm trying to just enjoy the writing and not critique it. I'm sorry. I'm failing. Cuff, who had affected a relaxed nonchalance composed, I guess, to make me drop my guard, surmised my answers and wrote them all out on lined police paper before reading them back to me in a continuous story, which he had somehow made from my fragmented answers. I signed it as a true account. Oh, thank you for the hydrate. I've been sipping tea all this time, but water is important too. A few months later, I tried to put together a more coherent description for the lawyer representing Lily Riddler in the court case. She asked me to write down everything I remembered that might have been relevant to the case, from Elizabeth's funeral to the days of the trial. I had no ambivalence then about its truth or its beginning and ending. That came later. I typed it out in Kit's study, looking down over the summer garden, 2 hours a day, until it seemed about right. Although it read sequentially, I didn't write it sequentially. Memory doesn't work like that. I kept remembering things as I wrote. Things I had thought until then were inconsequential, which might have been relevant, so I went back and tucked them into the story. Little details, thoughts, surmisings, speculations. I've always wondered how the two stories, the Regan one I put together in answers to Cuff's questions and the one I wrote in Kit's study for Patricia Dibb, ended up being so different. It wasn't as if I falsified anything. For the police, my story was only part of a much bigger narrative, made up of perhaps 20 witness accounts, so the prosecution knitted together all those reports and circumstantial evidence in chronological order, and bit by bit, against and between them, my story got pulled in several directions. When set together with all those others, my story took on a different shape, and it was the composite version, filtered, dragged, and kneaded, and the jury agreed to. It was pretty damning once they'd finished with it. Damning enough to convict Lily Riddler of murder and send her to prison for the rest of her life. Damn. Sucks to be Lily. Rest in peace. A tight story, she said to me the last time I saw her. Impenetrable now. A closed case. The story kept on changing. Oh, wait, what? Yeah, no, right? I don't even know who Lily is. I just know she's in jail now. I don't even know how she's I'm trying not to critique the story. Try. I do like a good occult thriller mystery. But I do have just a few small just a few small tidbits. One, sentences need to be slightly smaller. Just a little bit. A few less run-on sentences, that'd be great. And now I arise. Hello, Josh. Rip to Lily Riddler. She just got sent to fucking jail. When the court issued a press statement and the newspapers distilled it back down to the size they wanted, with all the appropriately dramatic, suspenseful moments, it fitted neatly into columns of small type. One journalist even made a timeline of events in which the two murders were simply a notch in the straight passage of time through Lily's life, like a single-track train with stations that began with her birth and ended with her arrest. She was charged with 3 murders and 16 acts of unlawful animal killing and mutilation, but because they couldn't pin Elizabeth's death on her, she was convicted of only 2 murders. Once they added those killings to the timeline and filled in the details about her grandfather and her parents, Lily Riddler had become a psychopath, a monster. Now, nearly 2 years later, Lily is dead. Holy shit, I know I said rip Lily as like a joke, but rip Lily! She really... she's a character in this book I'm reading. Ghost Walk by Rebecca Scott. I was joking about rip and piss, Lily, but rip and piss. So if we thought it was finished, we know it isn't now. The ghosts have not been laid to rest after all, you see. Not yours, and not hers. If they were to question me again, I think I would have to say that I see it differently now. The connections, I mean. Time does that. There were missing parts then, a historical dimension that no one asked any questions about, and which then I could only half see. What was missing? The 17th century! But how do you say that to a policeman who has just switched on his tape recorder to record the words, Parkside Police Station, 16th of January, 2003, interview with Dr. Lydia Brooke? How do you say there's a missing witness account and a missing suspect? Sergeant Cuff, the 17th century is missing, and you need to talk to a man called Mr. F. How do you tell him that you think there's a link between a female scholar found drowned in a river in Cambridge and a man who fell down a staircase nearly 300 years earlier? Not a simple casual relationship, but something as delicate as a web, one of those fine white skeins. you see around the tips of grass stems in the spring when the dew was heavy. A crow had just flown off my study roof, launched itself into the air to my left down over the garden, just as the right-hand corner of my map of Cambridge has curled itself noisily away from the wall. The syncopated sounds of the scurrying of crow's feet on roof tiles and the curling of old paper is enough to make one think there might be something else in the room besides me as I write. Ghosts. I hope it's ghosts. I like ghosts. I literally picked up this book because it has ghost on the tile, and I'm like, I love supernatural thrillers. I did read the synopsis, yes. Which of you restless people is it? What do you want with my story? It's me. No. If Elizabeth were here, she would say history is less like a skein of silk and more like a palimpsest. Time layered upon time, so that one buried layer leaks into the one above, or like a stain in an old stone wall that seeps through the plaster. What would Cuff have said if I told him that he needed to know about the man who fell down the stairs of Trinity College on the 5th of January, 1665? The fall that stained the floor, the stain that leaked through Elizabeth's life and Lily's, that held us all together in thrall. Cuff would not know the significance of the date, 1665, or at least I don't think he would have. Perhaps 1666 would have rung some bells. The year of the Great Plague abated in England, and the fire of London ravaged the capital in its wake. He might have remembered that from his secondary school history classes. It's very rambly. It's very rambly. If I had told Cuff about Greswold and about Isaac Newton's complicated friendship with a Mr. F, he wouldn't have written any of it down. He wouldn't have considered it relevant. A man falling through the air in shadows in Trinity College, 1665. A secret friendship between two young men forged in alchemical and mathematical calculations. How could that have any bearing on a series of murders in Cambridge that took place in 2002 and 2003? If I had suggested that, Cuff would have raised one of his thick black eyebrows and his pen would have paused in midair. Elizabeth Vogelsang would have understood. Cuff wouldn't. Yeah, that's because cops are stupid. Also, lady, you are. If the whole book is like this, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to finish it. And can we have just a little bit more context? Wait, no, the problem is too much context. Too much or too little? Yeah, this is not an easy novel. Lily went to prison because the 17th century was missing from her court records, from her story. Her timeline needed to be longer, much longer, and there were many sidelines and traps, twistings and turnings, and yes, it was a labyrinth, a skein of silk that began to weave itself. 1665, 339 years ago. We get it, you like the word skein. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Rebecca. This is coming off really mean. I'm so sorry. That was such a bitchy thing to say. I apologize. She seems nice. She has a nice smile in the back of the book. I've been thinking about labyrinths this summer. Ariadne giving the Theseus the thread so that he could find his way back out of the labyrinth, away from the black void of the flesh-eating Minotaur. Unravelings have to start somewhere. Now that I see, for the first time, how connected everything is, I know the threads between Isaac Newton and us were all attached, like the ground elder under Kit's soil. That summer in which I wrote my story and yours for Patricia Dibb, Kit and I declared war on the ground elder that had taken over her flower beds at Sturton Street. Who is Kit? Is she relevant? This is too many characters in the first chapter. As we began to dig, we could see how each of those separate plants, uncurling above ground, was joined to a great network of root systems underground. There was no point in digging up part of it. You had to pull up the whole thing, and if you didn't, it would start reaching out again in the wet darkness of the soil, another green leaf curling up a week or so later. Yeah, the same thing goes for lots of groups of people that I don't even have time to name them all. Which is why we have a zero tolerance policy for certain groups of intolerant people in the Discord. It's like, if I find out you're a Nazi, it's a no. You gotta go. Grace, Kit's elderly neighbor, leaning over the chicken wire fence, uttered her warnings about the impossibility of ever killing it off. She had spent 50 years trying, she said. Break those roots just once, she said, and the wound on the root will make scores of new shoots. I've read fanfics that are more, like, put together than this. So have I. You know what? You know what? I'm gonna try and find that one fanfic I really like. I'm putting this aside for now. Maybe I'll come back to it. Maybe I'll just read it off stream. I don't know. But girl, you are thicker than a bowl of oatmeal. Alright, I have a sticker I can use as a bookmark. Hold up. I'm gonna try and find... I'm gonna try to find one of my favorite fan fictions of all time. I think it was on fanfiction.net. Will I ever find it again? Ow! Oh god! Shit! Ow. Ow. Sorry, I rubbed up my eye and it really hurt. I don't know why. I'm fine. I just need a moment to recover. Rose. Yeah, I know. It's fine. Oh. Maybe fanfiction.net will have it. Alright. Let's see. Fanfiction games? You okay? Yeah, no, I guess I accidentally, like, scratched my eyelid or something, but it's fine. Wait, they would put under L. What am I thinking? Alright, 30. Oh my god. Okay. Oh my god. I'll know it when I see it. Sort by favorites? Let's see. I know it was called... Nope, that's not it. Why am I trying to find one? Wait, is this it? Is this it? Did I find it? Oh my god, I found it! You guys, I found it! I actually found the fanfiction that I fell in love with. Oh, I'm gonna favorite it so I never lose it again. Oh, I found it, I'm so excited. I found it! Okay. There's a good Mass Effect one, if I can remember the name. Really well-written rework of the entire trilogy, but with a darker tone. Okay, so... little synopsis of what I'm about to read you, because I want to read you guys this instead. It's more coherent. You guys will actually like it. It's called The Legend of Zelda, Sacred Reliquary. In this, Zelda is a lich, an undying lich, and the entire city of Hyrule has become her phylactery. There's like a big, it's a big, deep thing. It's like multi-layered. She spent like centuries doing this shit. Ganondorf is a ruthless freedom fighter trying to, you know, break her control. And Link is, like, kind of caught in the middle. There's a lot of, character cameos. Thank you. I was trying to remember the word cameo. Zelda's one of my people in this fanfiction. She is. She's one of your people, Fallen. And oh my god, I just gotta say, it's such a. I love this. I think about this fanfiction at least once a month. Okay, good news. I do not have a small cut on my eyelid. So, yay! It was just a lot of pain. So we're gonna read the fanfiction now instead. I feel like you guys will like that a lot better. Chapter 1. A familiar visitor. A sudden deluge. A horror. Hovering in the realm between wakefulness and sleep, Zelda hears the call. It does not take the form of words, but instead a gentle tugging at the back of the mind, a lingering desire, a forgotten responsibility. For a few moments, she contemplates ignoring it. After all, she is under no obligation, and surely whatever it is can wait until it is lighter outside and much warmer, and when she isn't quite so comfortable underneath the fine silk sheets. But she knows that if she does ignore it, she will never get to sleep. So she throws aside the covers and wraps herself in a heavy fur overcoat and, after a few moments' thoughts, brings her gleaming ornate rapier with her. The deep of the night, few guards roam the castle. Those that see her acknowledge her, but ask no question, knowing they will get no answer. For the most part, everybody in Hyrule spends the nights hidden away in the warmest, safest place they can find. They stay away from the windows and never, ever go outside. Oh yeah, there's also monsters running the streets at night. It's fucked up. I love it. It's dark. It's serious. It's lovely. It's also been a while since I've read this thing from start to finish, so it's like... It's almost like reading it for the first time again. Almost. Dark things roam the night, and if you step out into that darkness, you may disappear, never to return. Zelda climbs up flights of spiral staircases, up and up, from the tower to tower, till at last she's at the very top of her castle, and braces herself and steps outside into the freezing night air. This far above Hyrule, the air is freezing, and a few tiny snowflakes dance on the breath that whips up the hems of her coats and chills her beneath the nightgown she's wearing underneath. She looks down at the city, sprawling out infinitesimally, far, far, far below her. She's at the highest point, as high as the tallest mountain peaks, and she knows that in the dank depths of the city it is humid and warm, and great, fat, bloated beasts make their homes in the places where it is always nighttime. What do you want now? She asks the swirling winds and snowflakes, and the wind answer hers. He is coming. It is a deep voice, at once calm, wise, and menacing. Zelda turns and perched up on the lip of the balcony like some great hulking statue. He's the biggest man she has ever seen. He is clad in magnificent armor that is pitch black and gilded with gold, and the chill wind carries his long red hair tied back in a ponytail into the flutterings of the ornate cape he wears, decorated in graceful patterns of scarlet and gold. His skin is dark, but his eyes are bright. Who is coming? Zelda is unintimidated by Ganondorf and his calculatedly threatening demeanor. She wonders how often he acts amongst those friends of his in the cities spread out below them, way down in the parts where people wake up and are never sure if they will live through the next day. She wonders if they know that during the nights when the city sleeps, he wends his way up and up and up into the highest spires where the air is cold and the people even colder. I don't know, Ganondorf says after a time. Not exactly, but I do know that there are 2 of us now, and there should be 3, and the 3rd is coming, very soon, maybe even tonight. Zelda flexes her right hand absentmindedly. The golden mark that glowed there had been tingling with power all week, growing stronger by the day. She knew that the matching one on the back of Ganondorf's hand was illuminated also. So what will you do, she asks. What will you do when courage shows up at last? Try to induct him into your little band of friends with a taste for the blood of nobles? Storm up here and claim my crown for yourself? I just may, says Ganondorf dangerously. Zelda tightens her grip on her rapier. Why not try right now? What's stopping you? He frowns, and she watches him for even a flicker of movement, waiting for even the slightest twitch of his hand towards the broadsword at his waist, but he does not move even in the slightest. Instead, he says mournfully, What happened, Zelda? How did things end up this way? She chooses not to remark on this. The wind howls again, carrying more swirls of snow with it. The snow is beautiful in the nighttime, she says. I'll be seeing it later tonight, as rain, Ganondorf responds coldly. Why did you even come here? I'm having my doubts. He levers himself onto the edge of the balcony, a single degree away from falling over. I certainly can't be here any longer. If the bearer of courage is to even live through this night in our fair city, then something must be done to protect him from whatever monstrosity lurks in Hyrule's depths. Not that you would be aware of that, he adds scornfully, up here, so far above the dangers of the darkness. Goodbye, Zelda says, without a hint of malice. Gaslight, gatekeep, girl boss. Ganondorf seems taken aback, but only for an instant. Yes, he says, goodbye. Until we meet again. And then he tips himself just that one single degree and falls smoothly off the edge of the balcony and out of sight. Zelda watches him land gracefully on another ledge, countless stories down, and then jump again, falling heavily with his ornate cape trailing behind him like some bizarre plumage, buffeted by the winds. Goodbye, old friend, she repeats softly, before retreating eagerly into the welcoming warmth of her own bed. Ah, tea. Sorry, I've gotta fucking... I gotta deal with my fast fucking grumble bitch bone. I hate my skin. Ah! Can y'all chill? Thank you. Sorry, I keep dropping my shit everywhere. Deep within the blanketing darkness of the trees, between the shadows of trunks and branches, a warm light flickered. Link saw it and rode towards it, urging Epona away from the beaten forest path and towards the firelight. A novice woodsman would have said there was no way to fit a horse and rider through the narrow spaces between the trees, but Link spotted the gaps, and so did Epona, and the two navigated the brush with practiced ease. He dismounted and stepped into the ring of light cast by the fire. There was a single thin man seated at the fire's edge, and beside him was an enormous pack at least twice his size. "Hey," Link said. "Can I sit?" The man turned to look at him, revealing serene eyes and a wide grin. Link wasn't sure if he was reassured or creeped out. Certainly, he said. "I'm always glad to meet a hero on a journey." "Hero?" Link said, bemused. "Hardly." "Perhaps you just don't know it yet," the strange man offered. "After all, a hero needs a quest, and you could hardly be a hero if you haven't gotten your quest just yet." He had the unmistakable air of someone who had just proved their point. "Could be I don't want a quest." "But you will soon have one. Is violence justified for the sake of what is right? Can a good person still commit evil deeds? How far will you go to stop a friend who has strayed from the light? Do you trust your comrades enough to leave your life in their hands? Can you face the darkness in your own heart and prevail? All of these, hero, are questions that you must ask yourself." "I think you've made a mistake," Link said simply. "I don't make mistakes," the man said. "Here, have a present." He turned around and dug through his pack for a few moments before withdrawing something colorful and pointy and tossing it into Link's lap. He picked it up and looked at it. What is... It was a mask. Heart-shaped and edged with wooden spikes, its two yellow eyes glared out at him from patterns in purple and red. "I dare say you've earned it," the strange man said. "Earned it?" Link said. "What are you talking about?" Nothing. Why don't you put it with those other little keepsakes of yours?" In his pack, Link had a pouch that was filled with odd trinkets he had collected. If you'd asked him where he'd gotten them, he wouldn't be able to tell you, but he hung on to them regardless. There was a gleaming silver ocarina, a battered conductor's baton, an oddly shaped rock gilt with strange ornate designs, and an hourglass with no sand inside it. There were only two souvenirs that he found he actually ever used. The strange green hat he wore at a habit, and the strange shining sword that felt so light in his hands. It took a strange mask because it felt right to do so. "Would you like something to eat?" the smiling man said, and Link looked up from the mask. Sorry. To see rabbit roasting over the fire, something that had certainly not been there 2 seconds before. The two shared the food in silence. When they had finished, the smiling man stood up and shouldered his pack like it was nothing. "I really must be going now," he said. "But I will see you again, hero, and perhaps sooner than you think. It is best that you move on too. There was a storm coming. Continue on down the road and you will find shelter." Almost as if spurred on by his words, Link felt a droplet of water splash against the back of his hand. "Go on then, hero. Go find your quest." The man with the eerie grin and the enormous pack disappeared into the darkness of the forest, leaving Link alone in the flickering firelight and the increasing rain. By the time he had mounted Epona and guided her back to the forest path, the rain had become a steady downpour. By the time he had ridden 10 minutes down the road, it beat heavily on his head and he spurred his mount onwards. By the time the trees began to thin and the path grew wider, the rain was a deluge, and Epona clipped along at a gallop. Is this the Happy Mask Salesman? Yes, it was! You will find that lots of characters from lots of different games make cameos or in the story. A few of them are really plot relevant, some of them not so much. But the author asked people, like, hey, what characters would you like to see in the story? Like, it was very interactive. Of course, I found it after it was already finished, but... pop off, I guess. At once, he broke out of the woods. I'm pretty sure that was the devil. I mean, a lot of people think Happy Mask Salesman is the devil, so... At once, he broke out of the wood and into the open, a boom of thunder marking his passage. He was at the edge of a vast field that seemed to stretch on forever, marked in the center by a single, gargantuan edifice. As he made out its silhouette against the flashes of lightning that lit the sky, he saw towering spires, vaulting rooftops, and high walls. It was a city. The biggest city he had ever seen. As he grew closer, the city loomed large in his vision. He craned his head and could not see the tops of the high towers, and the massive walls that circled the city dominated his vision and lost their curve. The city was ringed by the vast moat, a deep river that split into two to form the island in the center upon which it rested. Water poured from drainage holes into the wall to join the rain splashing into the river below, and countless bridges spanned the gap to disappear into doorways of varying sizes. He crossed a stone bridge. The night was so dark and the downpour so torrential that there was a point at the middle where he could not see the city walls looking ahead, could not see the field looking back, and could not see the river rushing below. Link came to an alcove in the wall, dismounted, and knocked. He waited, and when there was no answer, pounded on the door again. "Is it?" he said, then pulled on the thick wooden door with all his might. There was a ponderous creaking. It swung open slowly on rusty hinges. "Unlocked?" he finished. As soon as the doors opened, Epona reared up on her hind legs, eyes walled with fear. Whoa, calm down, girl. Calm down, girl. Hey, no." The horse bucked back as he tried to grab the reins, and then she was gone, turning and galloping headlong away from the open doorway. His battered pack fell and lay sodden in the rain. Link knew better than to go after her. He shouldered his pack wearily, and then turned and stepped through the doorway. The stone walls that ringed the city were thick enough that Link got the impression of walking through a long, dark tunnel. At last he stepped out on the other side and into the city itself. Rainwater was everywhere, ankle-deep on the streets, pouring from gutters, dripping down from rooftop to rooftop. It was an odd sensation to have there be buildings everywhere he looked, streets deserted and droplets of water flickering in the firelight of unattended torches. Every house he passed was boarded up. The neighborhood he was in looked shabby and mismatched, and he could tell the occupants were simply getting by with whatever they had at hand. He walked aimlessly through the streets, soaked to the bone, searching for an inn or a tavern or anything. At one point, he crossed over a stone walkway that revealed countless more buildings spread out far below him, and he realized that the city was built deep into the earth as well as high into the sky. Rainwater ran from the streets above to the ones he walked now, and from those down and down until it reached its final destination, untold leagues below. He was just pondering this when he thought he saw something move in the shadows behind him. He whirled, hand on the hilt of a sword, but saw nothing. He relaxed. Something hit him, hard, in the back, and sent him flying to land hard on the cobblestones, tumbling end over end until he righted himself and stood, drawing his sword in one easy motion. There was nothing. Still on guard, Link turned a full circle, eyes searching the darkness for any hint of movement. Something hulking and dark and slick with runoff poured out of an alleyway and batted him aside easily, throwing Link into an unyielding stone wall. What the hell? He raised his sword high in the darkness, and the magical glow of the blade revealed something he wished he had never seen. It seemed to be made out of nothing but darkness itself, many-legged and fluid, incapable of remaining in one solid form. Bright, glowing eyes flashed crimson and yellow, and below the eyes a horrible maw yawned open, revealing too many enormous pointed teeth that shone too brightly against the darkness of the monster. The thing lunged at him, reptilian and lightning fast, and anyone else would have been dead. As it was, Link barely flung himself out of the way, and didn't even think of trying to fight that hideous thing that was impossible to look at. He turned and ran headlong down the streets he didn't know, turning down every alley and trying to make his path as erratic as possible. He heard footsteps behind him, footsteps that were too light and fast and close, and the thing lunged again, missing Link and crashing into the street with a thunderous sound that couldn't possibly have made by something with footsteps so light. Link slipped on the slick cobblestones, falling and then scrambling to his feet and running again, not daring to look behind him. But then the shadows ahead wavered, and the horrible thing was flowing out of them now, and it was no longer the sick reptilian beast, but Link himself, and it disarmed him easily with the flick of its ghostly sword, and swept out his legs from beneath him with an easy kick. On his back, Link felt a foot on his chest. This was no boot, but a heavy, great-clawed foot, and the thing that had once assumed a gargantuan, many-legged form. He saw red and yellow eyes flicker, and then the slavering jaws open wide enough to swallow him whole, and he knew that he was going to die in a strange and infinite city. A ball of fire arced out lazily out of the darkness and hit the thing on the spot where its face should have been. The beast screeched in rage and looked up, only to be pelted in the face by fire once more. Enraged, the thing charged forward at its unseen enemy, only to be met and thrown backwards. Link scrambled to his feet and turned. There, in the rain, was a strange creature floating in midair and cursing fluidly. Fuck, shit, goddamn, piss, bitch, ass, fuck, cunt! He conjured another ball of fire and hurled it at the fallen monster. Standing in front of the creature was a white-haired man outfitted with rusty armor and an equally rusty spear, and an enormous hulking man in a traveling cloak, wielding a broadsword at least as long as Link was tall. He couldn't believe it. They were fighting the creature and they were winning. But then the thing leapt out from the shadows behind him and they scattered. Tiny creature, floating creatures, swearing like Link had never heard. Fuck! The white-haired man falling hard to the ground, and the giant landing on his feet and skidding to a stop near Link. He turned and shouted at Link, "For the love of all the gods, grab your sword and run!" Before Link knew it, the monster was right in front of him, and he had caught its advance with the flat of his broadsword. He struggled against the beast that was many times his own size, and then with a cry dropped and rolled and shrugged its weight off of him and into what appeared to be a closed-down fruit stall. "Follow me!" Link sprinted after the giant, snatching up his sword and where it had fallen, and as he ran by it, there was a howl of pain and rage, and he knew the monstrosity was following them. Hold up, water break. The fire-conjuring creature floated by them, facing backwards and sitting on nothing. Go! Go, 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 go! Let's get the hell out of here! It continued to pitch fireballs, the whole time swearing in a high-pitched, feminine voice that did not at all suit the language that most sailors be ashamed of. Oh, fuck shit, pisca, ass fucker, I'm sorry. Where's Vissen? The giant man demanded, turning down a side. I don't know! Who cares? Leave him! The foul-mouthed creature bellowed. He's dead! I most certainly am not! The white-haired man vaulted from a rooftop and landed smoothly in front of them, falling into steps effortlessly. And turn! The giant grabbed Link and yanked him down another alley, where the man called Vissen? I hope I'm saying that right. I might not be. Just plucked the tiny creature out of the air and, to its great displeasure, flung it boldly after them. There was another screech and a crash of effortlessly shattered stone, and the shadow beast came at them from the direction they had just been running. If you throw me again, the creature began, but stopped in time to blast a chunk of flying masonry out of there. I will take that rusty spear and shove it. We're almost there, the giant man yelled. Get ready. Give me some cover! The creatures floated on ahead of them, tracing odd designs in the air and leaving fiery lines. It was fighting one-handed now, throwing fireballs with one hand and creating glowing designs in midair with the other. You! New guy! Vissen yelled. New guy? On three, the giant commanded. We turn and fight. Fight the thing, Link yelled. Are you out of your mind? Show some courage, he yelled back. Are you going to leave our fair lady defenseless? Lady? Link repeated, bemused. One, the giant shouted. You're goddamn right, the fireball creature said. Two! Link saw that they were now standing in front of a pub, and that the door to the pub was thrown wide, gold lights spilling out into the darkness. Three! As one, Link, Vision, and the giant turned. At the exact same time, the creature stopped conjuring fireballs and started chanting something that he couldn't make out. The shadow thing loomed large, its form of some taloned winged beast, and Link slashed at it with his sword. The glittering blade sliced cleanly through one of the extending limbs, but two more grew in its place and sliced down on Link's left arm, breaking it easily. The killing blow never came, deflected barely by the giant's broadsword. Another phantom limb sliced through his traveling cloak, the blow glancing off armor beneath with a shower of sparks. Vision threw his spear and lodged it just below what could be called the thing's head and howled and dove at them. The creature was shouting now, and the giant roared, "Down!" And the two crashed down on top of Link, on top of his broken arm, and the pain almost drove him into unconsciousness, but he hung on to his senses. Fire, incredible amounts of fire, poured out from the tiny creature and slammed into the raging shadows. It screeched in agony as rolling flames threw the shabby street into sharp relief, lighting up the spot in front of the pub as if it were daytime. Like, imagined that he got a glimpse of something insubstantial, that in that moment the monster was as solid as a ghost, but that it screamed one last time and disappeared in the rain. Clutching the sword to his chest with his good arm, Link was dragged into the pub wounded, tired, and chilled to the bone. The inside was warm, and his vision of it flickered and faded. He saw Vision's face clearly, white-haired and grizzled. Beneath the giant's cloak were bright eyes, dark skin, and an angular red beard. The fireball creature was imp-like, with oversized stone helm that covered half her face, and a plume of hair that looked like flames. Lay him down, a matronly voice was saying. Can't believe that just happened, Vision gasped. Can't believe we just did that. Rest now, the giant said, all of you. We're here for the night, so we might as well. The last thing Link heard before he slept was the imp creature. I hate you, she was saying. I hate you all so much. And that is where we're going to leave the reading for the night, the reading portion of the evening, because my throat is okay right now, but I know that if I push it any farther, it's gonna not do great. It's gonna not do great. We shall resume the reading at another time, but for now, that was the games. I'm gonna get on the Schmidt. I have chat turned off, so I can't see anything that anyone is saying. Talking for hours on end is no good. Yeah. So what's next on the agenda? Agenda. We're gonna do some Schmidt. I'll do some Schmidt. Viewers are welcome to join me, of course, but my throat needs a break. But yeah, I think I'll continue to read Ghostwalker off stream. I'll read it by myself, you know, when I'm getting ready for bed and shit. I don't think you guys like it very much. Am I like it's I'm checking to see. I'm not checking for spoilers. I'm checking to see if the writing style changes at all. It does not. It continues to get really rambly in first person. Okay. Time to lodge to Schmidt. I'll thank you for the hydrate, small one. But yeah, it's like, if people ask for it, I might do it again. But generally, it was a bit rambly, but not bad. I know there's some interesting story in here. It's just a little hard to follow sometimes. Like, I have to be in a I personally enjoyed the fanfic more. I really love this fanfic. You guys are really gonna love this fanfic. It's so good. The ending is amazing. To spoil nothing, the ending is spectacular. You know, the audio is busted. Never mind, I think I literally just fixed it. Whew. I'm gonna do one solo round. And then... Did I fix the audio? I feel like there should be more audio than this. Hold up. I'm gonna leave the queue and put on my music in the background, but not this chill shit. I'll fall asleep if I keep listening to this soft little piano. It's nice. It's great. But it puts me to sleep. The next time, would it be possible to have a link or have the text up on screen so viewers can read along? That's a great idea! I will totally do that next time. Nishy Fishy! Welcome to the library. You are now part of my story, and I hope you enjoy your stay. By 7? You sank my battleship? Oh, sorry, I thought this was a vending machine because you looked like a snack. That's actually my first time hearing one! I love it! I fucking love it! Welcome to the stream! I'm totally stealing that and using it for nefarious purposes when I see my partner Coffee Bean later tonight. Just fucking just poke him and just be like, oh, I'm sorry. Alright. Dang! Imagine being that smooth. Imagine being that smooth. Like butter. Poke him and go beep beep. Once on each nipple. Beep beep. He's gonna be so confused because he doesn't like looking at streams where I play MOBAs because they give him anxiety. Speaking of nipples, ah, dang it, he's right here! Fuck, I can no longer surprise him. The element of surprise has been lost. Will you connect my nipple piercings to a battery and then add a little spark to my... I love it. Oh my god. Okay, I can already tell you're gonna fit in just fine in this chat. Alright, sweet. I'll bring my car and some jumper cables. Oh my god, that's so funny. Whenever I hear sheer chaos through the walls, I check in on my favorite goblin. Goblin these nuts! I've got positive and negative symbols tattooed above them so you can fuck it up! Holy shit! Oh, that's funny. But yeah, I do have a little bit of soundproofing. Not very thick, though. Should probably get some more. All statements are true. Oh, whoa! Oh, we love our cursed bullshit in this chat. And not so cursed bullshit. The fact that I'm playing as Cupid should... Yeah, they're going to do fine here. I like Cupid air humping. Welcome to the club. I mean cult. I mean... Did someone say cursed bullshit? Yes, I did. I got a nice glass of pilk here if your throat ever gets tired. Oh my god! That is the best combination of emotes I've seen in a hot minute. Oh, that's so funny. I fucking love it. Oh man, this enemy team's gonna be not unbeatable, just kind of annoying. Especially with both Loki and Thor. Not looking forward to this, Chief. This ain't it. Let's see. Let's do this. Let's do Wind Demon. I love Wind Demon. Aegis Amulet. Dear Lord, you're gonna do great here. So for those who don't know Smite, welcome to Smite. There's a bunch of gods and mythological figures and creatures. You know, pings are the only thing I can hear. I had to mute chat. Get my Loki Gremlin game back on. Oh my god. Have you seen that one skin for Kabrakan that's called Fat Loki? And he literally is just Loki, but fat. It's a good skin. At first I didn't understand it. And then a Cabrakan just, like, played assassin and one-shot me, and then I understood it. You want a Medusa? I'll let you have it. Oh, never mind. I'll take it. Oh, dear. I have not, but it looks amazing. It's Bird's Joy. Excuse me, fuck you. Dang it! Fucking Loki. 2 healers and he still died. SMH my head. Oh, nope, fuck that. Fuck you! Eat my shit. If you spell mayonnaise. Fuck! I spoiled the punch! If you spell mayonnaise with an N, you'd get fucking mayonnaise. Goodbye. 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 I still got you! Oh god, he's gonna explode! Yes! I'm actually performing well on stream! What is this sorcery? What can I say except you're welcome for all the things that I do? Hey, it's okay, it's okay. You're welcome. You're welcome. Hey, come. Hey Loki, you wanna fucking die? Cupid's a murderer! Actually, technically at this point, Cupid counts as a serial killer. It's a minimum of like 3 murders over the course of... No, wait, you have to take a break between those murders to count. Never mind, Cupid's just a murderer. But yeah, serial killer has like a very specific like set of parameters. It's like at least 3 murders that take place with at least like a few days to a week between them.
You're gonna do something about this?
Yes! I got him!
Freedom to the fish!
Whoop! You think you're gonna get me? You think you're gonna get me?
An ally.
Oh god, why'd you go off on your own? You can't be doing that, honey. There's 2 assassins. We gotta go rope.
An enemy has been slain.
Oh, that ult was bad. It's okay. It's okay. They can't all be winners. Sometimes you have a bad ult. If you be a fucking enemy. Oh god, where's Cupid gonna go? Fuck! Alright, we're gonna pull out before we all fucking eat shit. This Loki's not doing as much as he could. I might be able to take advantage of that. Like, he's not- I have good news! What is your good news? Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you! Fuck you, fuck you! Oh god! Ah! Where's the Loki? I gotta protect the snake! I want the snake to live! Oh god, where is he? Fuck, I put it too far forward. Okay, we're all going back. Kronos, what are you doing alone? Not only did my Among Us plushie come in, you got an Among Us plushie? But my gay axolotl did as well. Yes! I did not spell that right, but I'm too excited. Hey, look, spelling everything correctly is not my strong suit. So this is a judgment-free zone unless you like horrifically fuck something up. Excuse me, I want this.
Ooh, that's a creative way to get rid of something.
Mine now. Thank you. Get him. Yes! Good job, Medusa.
Wow.
Is Rainbow. Oh, I love rainbow plushies. I got a ginormous rainbow octopus recently. Her name's Elodie. After transcribing multiple pages of letters, letters have lost all meaning, and my ADHD has taken over. On the plus side, I can go to sleep watching my favorite show. Oh, and your favorite? Oh god, I'm about to die.
Left and right. Double kill.
But I died with a smile on my face.
Wow.
And that's how I'm gonna go on IRL too.
An ally has been slain.
Letters have meaning? Yes! I from the unicorn author to the Fae sheep. Yes.
People need our help.
Fuck. Ours now! Ours now! Diablo's a cop!
You have
Whoop!
slain an
Suck my
enemy.
dick.
Goons are dying left and right.
Get over here! What can I say except, nope. I'm not. Since when? This is bullshit. For how long has this been censorship around? A few thousand years. And yes, they're my favorite. I love being people's favorite. It makes my brain produce the good chemicals. Get over here, Loki. Bully the Bacchus! Bully the Bacchus! Listen, if he doesn't feel safe, then he doesn't attack me. Because they'll be like, oh no, Cupid's gonna bully me if I go after him. Oh, because that's what Bacchus sounds like. Bacchus is just dollar store Dionysus. Fucking fight me. People are like the Roman pantheon aren't exactly the same as the Greek, and it's like, you're right, they're worse. I will die on this hill. Maybe literally if any ancient Romans suddenly come back to life and decide to smite me for my heresy. Letters are a conspiracy made up by Big Alphabet. Oh yeah? What did you type that post with?
Has been slain.
Hmm?
You're gonna do something about this?
Whoop. Bully the Loki! Whoops! Lag spike.
Ooh, that's a creative way to do
Whoop.
it. Wow. They should join our ranks.
We gotta get some murdering. Murdering. Gotta get some oh god. Nope, I went in too far. I don't use letters. What you were seeing is my vibes? Wow, your vibes look a lot like fucking letters!
Triple kill! They will fit in quite nicely here.
Roman gods are literally like the knockoff. Like, they literally were like,
That's a creative way
okay,
to get
Greeks,
rid
can we
of
copy your
someone.
homework? And the Greeks are like, okay, but don't make it obvious that you copied. And then they were like, okay. And then they did that.
People need our help. The traitor
Yes!
has been dealt with.
Oh dear, I'm about to die. Yep.
An enemy has been
Ah,
slain.
sorry, my ear is so
Two for one
itchy!
special. Wow. They should join our
I need to
ranks.
get better headphones. My ears didn't used to itch like this. Letters are overrated. I only use numbers. They just happen to be very small and look like letters from far
That's a
away.
creative way to get rid of. An enemy has been slain.
Yay!
Goons are dying left and right.
How the fuck did
Chop off their limbs.
how the fuck did Bacchus kill you when he was running away? I am confusion. Romans, nice pantheon of gods you got there. Be of shame if some happened to it.
You're gonna do something about this?
Hey, Medusa.
An ally has been slain.
Oh shit!
Drown them in
I got a kill. Got a double kill.
Wow. They should join our ranks. Ooh, that's a creative.
Get another one. Gotta get another one. Gotta get another one.
Triple kill.
Got a triple. Romans be like, hippity hoppity, your guts are now my property. Oh, whoa!
Ultimate is ready.
Thank you for the thought, my lord. Oh god, I'm going to die. I'm going to die. I'm going to die. Thor, please don't ult to kill me. Thor, please don't ult to kill me. Thor, please don't ult to kill me.
Something about this?
Thor, please don't ult to kill me. He didn't! I get to live. For now. The Roman guards are what happened when your mom says, no, we have gods at home.
They will fit in quite nicely here.
Oh, fuck!
Goons are dying left and right.
This is why I fucking hate
Join our
Poseidon.
ranks. Shut down.
I could be on the biggest of kill streaks. And then he's just like, nah, inescapable death trap. Fuck you.
Our people need our
Also,
help.
I'll hydrate after this match. I gotta get them gamer
An
points.
ally has been slain. Ooh, that's a creative way to get rid of someone.
Up.
An enemy has been slain.
Ah! You missed! Hold up, I gotta heal myself. No, I can't unleash the hounds. Yeah, sorry, Tits isn't up right now because I've been having a lot of technical difficulties.
Goons are dying left and right.
What the dog doing?
What the dog? Dog's doing is
Goons
vehicular
didn't stand a
manslaughter.
chance.
No! You're gonna make me
Gonna do
remove the
something about
stone?
Our people need our help. Freedom to the fish.
Fuck off!
2 for 1 special.
What?
Ooh,
Yes,
that's
we got
a
him.
creative way to get rid of someone.
No, luckily enough, I'm too busy to immediately remove the stone. Fucking! Ah!
An
Fucking!
ally has been slain.
Look at Poseidon, am I right?
An enemy has been
The
slain.
stone must be removed from his throne. He has sat upon it for too long. Not the Alas, I must honor the redeemed in a few seconds. What can I say except you're bad? Ow, fuck! Fuck! Shit! Oh god, they're all have so much poke now! Holy fuck, they have so much poke! Ah!
Goons are dying left and right. Wow, they should join our ranks.
Fuck off!
Double kill.
What the fuck do you mean minions have reached our—
2 for 1 special.
Fuck! Guys, I can't be the only one getting kills!
Goons didn't stand a chance.
Oh, never mind, Kronos is also
Wow.
getting kills. Never
They should
mind,
join
we
our
good.
ranks.
So, Kronos, you're good. How is Kronos getting so many kills? He must be one of those rare, just like really good Kronoses. They're very rare. You're more likely to see a fucking unicorn.
Fill 'em with LED.
Gotta get the Poseidon! Fuck!
They should join
team has no sense of target priority!
Ooh, that's a creative way to
We
get
could have won if they just targeted the Poseidon. Ah. Now I will hydrate and remove the stoat. We are sorry, Mr. Stoat. The stoat reminds me of a one-shot I DM'd today. The players were Wizards familiars. We had an Almirage? Am I reading that correctly? That later learned how to do magic and a cocaine weasel. I approve of cocaine weasel. It's a horrifying series of words. Alright, play a mage in one match. Can do. I can do that. I love mages. I played a lot. The stoat has been re-added. All hail the stoat. Long may he reign. Yes, all according to Keikaku. Translator's note, Keikaku means plan. I love fucking Sig. It's such a dumb meme, but it brings an inordinate amount of joy. Just like this sun catcher I got today. It's really cute! It was the most hyperactive thing imaginable and managed to turn itself into a chestnut Gatling gun. That is fucking amazing. Yeah, there's a Chibibots Battle Pass. I'm not doing it. Not much of a robot person. They barely managed to convince me to play Warframe. Also, Rose, you missed the redeem. Oh, the stretch? Oh, right. Oh, it's seductive voice shit. Hello, novellas. It's me, your favorite female cosplayer. Citation needed. Today, we're gonna read a little fanfic called Chat Goes to Aldi's and Meets a Bill. The workers at the local Aldi's are actually very nice, though.
Excuse me? Excuse me? Mommy? Sorry.
Sorry.
Mommy?
Mommy?
Sorry.
Sorry.
Mommy? Sorry.
Mommy?
Sorry.
Sorry. Oh, this is a beautiful Persephone skin. Yet another one in... I've decided to become anti-hydration. Become ungovernable jerky. I mean... You could do that. I guess.
Spring has sprung.
But, like, wouldn't you want to be smooth and sexy and plump and able to speak because your throat is actually producing enough liquid? I'm just saying. Why did I redeem this? I'm so gay. Oh, honey. Reject humanity, become leather? I mean, if you became leather, then I could make you into a sexy corset and put you on my body. So I could see why you'd want to do that. So we're going, as Discordia, our job is to do a little bit of trolling. As the professionals say. Oh! This is literally the, eye skin, because we're a fairy, right? And my alt is the sheep. This is your skin! They made a skin specifically for you. If they make a unicorn author skin, I will literally shit all of my organs out of my ears and scream so loud that God himself can hear me. It's you. Oh, Toon Mania Cthulhu is a nice skin as well. Illuminator Baron Sandy, also a good skin. A cursed soul set? Again, very good skin. We have lots of good skins in this game. You people have taste, except for Neith. Fuck Neith. And Fafnir. Fafnir's a weird choice.
I'm so ready for
Other than
spring
those
to
two,
bring
everybody in this
flowers.
game has taste.
I hope you brought an umbrella.
I hope you brought an umbrella because I'm about to make it rain inside your pussy. And or inside your, dick? That's not how that works. That's not how that works at all. Oh no! Bimbo Mommy said a dumb thing again. Whatever will I do? Ooh. Hi! Do you want to wage war? Okay, never mind. She's too far away. Rose, yes. I'm gonna give the man a buff to Zeus. He deserves it. He needs it. Big lightning daddy. Oh. Oh my fucking Jesus Christ. That was a little bit of everything.
You gotta do something about it. Double kill.
I accidentally said defend the fire giant. There's no fire giant in this game mode.
Let's join our ranks.
Oh Jesus fuck no.
Tunes are dying
Oh my
left
God.
and right.
Mother, Cthulhu's in the game? Yes! Cthulhu's been in the game for at least a year now. Mother, apologies. Mother, apologies. Oh god, I need to go back or I'm gonna die. I'm full of bad juice. But yes, he causes madness in people, which you could tell because I'm seeing eyeballs and tentacles that weren't there before. From people who play warriors, they say he's quite fun to play. Oh, Jesus!
They will fit in quite nicely here.
Oh, fuck you, Achilles! Oh my god, no.
Wow. They should join our ranks.
Mother, so, by the way, I turned off chat, so that way if anyone's saying anything bad about me, I'll never know. I love living in blissful ignorance, people calling me slurs. Silence.
An ally has been slain.
Time to go? Right, Fafnir, you need to fast run. Oh my god, my boy Bear Samdi is coming for my coaching! Oh my goodness, I almost broke character. How silly of
Left
me.
and right.
Let me just not.
An enemy has been
A kill! Finally!
slain. That's a creative way to get rid of someone.
Get him! Get him!
Two for one special.
Oh, excellent work, Gilgamesh. You shall no longer be called
been
Putin
dealt
for
with.
suggesting to make love, not war. I know, right? That was the weirdest fucking insult I've ever heard, considering everything that's going on in Europe right now.
I hope you brought an umbrella.
If I had said make war, not love, I could have seen that insult making some semblance of sense. Whoop! Oh, Jesus. Oh, Jesus. Chloe! Fun fact, the sheep's name is Chloe. Oh, God. No.
They should join our ranks.
What up? Can I buy another item? No, not yet. Oh, Lord, he's right there.
Tunes are dying
Oh,
left
my
and
Lord.
right.
This is an F6 at 10 minutes if I've ever seen one. What? There's a possibility that I might slightly be a bottom. You? What? No, I couldn't see it. It doesn't make any sense. But if you were, you'd be a cute bottom. There we go. We are trying. We are dying. We are making an effort.
Can't have rain without a little thunder.
What's the matter?
You're gonna do something about this?
Get him, Chloe. No, Gilgamesh!
Slain.
Oh, Gilgamesh. Gilgamesh and I don't get along in game. I root him down and he kicks him away. We have a hunter on this team. We don't. Oh no. Oh my god, yes!
Enemy has been slain.
Again?
Goons are dying left and right. You're gonna do something about
Oop.
this?
Goodbye!
Let those goons
Goodbye,
down.
goodbye, goodbye. Having been there for Ai's birthday, Cat confirmed she's very
Triple
cute.
kill.
Indeed she is.
Wow. They should join our ranks.
I am the certified cute girl expert, and I can confirm you're very cute. I don't know if 10 minutes have passed since the start of the redeem, and quite frankly, I don't care. Oh lord. Fucking Christ. 3? Thank you? Oh my god.
Ooh, that's a creative way to get rid of them. People need our help.
Oh, fuck! Shit! This match is not great. Regardless of the god I play, I would be struggling because these people are incredibly well coordinated. Whoop! Miss me with that hetero
Quite
shit.
nicely here. An enemy has been
Excellent,
slain.
excellent. Every kill for us is another chance to come back. What? Possibility exists with a very high chance. Indeed, you are correct in that. Why am I still listed as the best player on this team? Gilgamesh has gotten so many kills. He's worked so hard. Get out of here, spaghetti. Who names themselves spaghetti? You're so silly. Oh my god. I would be doing Jessie's voice from the Honey Pop series, but that voice takes a heavy toll on my throat, and I'd rather not.
Minions have reached your portal.
Is it 10 minutes yet? Hetero? More like heter no. There's too many attractive people for that. Whoops! Excuse me, I'm just trying to deal with these minions. But my fat dumpy keeps getting in the way. Oops, I bent over to get a box of fairly priced pasta at Aldi's, and I accidentally knocked into your shopping cart. Oh, silly me. Here, let me help you pick up all of that Alfredo sauce you had. One jar at a time. God, if that was somebody's first introduction to my channel, I would shit. I would fucking shit. To be fair, I've hit damn near every sheet. my god, we can't even leave spawn! We can't even leave spawn! How is this fair? I did too good in those other games! And now I'm in the loser's queue! Why am I so easy to bully? Because it's fine. And you're surrounded by people who are at least switches, if not outright top. Oh no. Oh wait, no, that's good. That's Fafnir. What? Oh, get away from me, Cthulhu! Oh no, I'm just a silly little slutty mage. What could I do aside from solo alt you do next to no damage and cry? Nah, I'm not gonna cry. My mood's too good. Oh lord! That's Morgan Le Fay! Am I asshole?
They will fit in quite nicely here.
That was Morgan Le Fay. I'm a asshole. That was Morgan Le Fay. I'm a asshole. Yeah, no. Zeus and Gilgamesh and Set all have kills.
Double kill.
Why is my to the fairest ability literally listing me as hello?
Wow. We should join our ranks.
Just get out of here. This game is not fun. Who said no? They're stupid. Who the fuck said no? They're stupid.
People need our help.
Minions have reached your portal.
Just do this little thing. Ah, fuck.
Soon they will be part of the family.
Whoop! Shape got someone. I think I've hit damn near every ult. That doesn't mean we're doing well. Get him! I got a kill! Yay! Now no one can say I didn't do anything all game! And then Morgan Le Fay came into my butt.
An ally has been slain.
Whoever said no to our surrender is a big dummy head that clearly doesn't shop at Aldi's. They're paying, like, way too much for their pasta, I assure you. And they're cranky. I still have the pill cup! Let's see. Yeah, nobody... Yeah, Fafnir was salty, so he doesn't get friendly. The rest of you do, though. Hold up. Let me hide the pilk. Hold up. I will be right back, because I need to use the facilities, because I've been drinking so much water and tea. But, I'll be right back. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. So no wild parties without me. I'm back. Ah, yes, let me see. Eyes online. So I shall add her to the party. Welcome to the murder party. Welcome back, Unicorn Mother. Thank you. God, it's so funny. I was playing Animal Crossing last night while getting ready for bed. Because of course I do. I'm addicted. Am I gonna VC it all? Oh shit, yeah, let me get into collab voice. Oh, sorry, I'm a little out of breath because I sprinted around the house. Alright, let me wait till I hops in the call so I can adjust her. She's usually a little bit quiet. Oh, more time is needed to find me a match. Okay. So, I was playing Animal Crossing. And Coffee Bean looks over and he sees one of my villagers talking to me. He sees Fauna. And Fauna calls me Mommy. That is the player nickname she uses. Because I taught it to Benedict as a joke. And then it spread. So now there's like 3 or 4 people calling me Mommy. And it's like, wait, I did not intend for this. Like, Benedict and Sasha was about as far as I thought it would go. But Fauna learned it. No, I think Meringue calls me Queen. But he looks over, sees someone calling me Mommy, and it's just like, why am I not surprised? And I just look over at him and I'm like, you shouldn't be fucking surprised. Let's see.
Take your share.
Alright, if you're being a beefcake, I'll be your pocket mercy.
Yay.
Yay, you're finally working!
I also didn't want to talk while you were telling the story.
Oh, you're good, you're good. Hold up, I'm gonna turn you up so that way I make sure that chat can hear you. Oh, there we go. I should be good.
Yes. Okay, perfect.
Wait, shit, I forgot to switch back to OBS so I can see what people are saying.
What?
Hmm?
Oh, I'm just reading what's on the screen. For me.
Yeah, no, they added this like it's Conquest and not Arena, where everybody just picks all at the same time. I don't understand this UI. It's unnecessary.
Yeah.
Just clutters the screen. Like, I get it on, like, Conquest, but this is Arena. Nobody gives a shit. Oh yeah, speaking of Animal Crossing, someone taught me a very helpful trick.
Oh, what's that?
Okay, so I love my baby girl Celeste.
Uh-huh.
But I always have trouble figuring out when she's on my island. Like, I look all over looking for her, and it's like, oh, she was here. It's like, are you sure about that? I looked fucking everywhere. And then someone's like, instead of running all over your island, looking for her, what you do, first you kiss the bear, and then second, you go to do the stretchies at the little radio, you know, the little, get some group stretching going. And if she's on the island, she will come to group stretches. Like, you don't even need to do it, but you can see her in the lineup of, like, who is on your island right now? And
You're a friend of ours.
when I tell you, it has saved my skin. I mean it.
Terrific.
I can't hear eyes. She's very quiet. She's a quiet person. I've turned her up to damn near 200. Yeah, Cupid gets attack speed. Up.
Minions have reached your fortress.
Damn. Oh, fuck you. I got first blood!
That was quick.
Yay!
They're dying left and right.
Oh! Ah, fuck. I got you. You're good. I just need a moment so I can give you a kissy. There we go. You got kissy.
Yay.
Oh god! Fine. Fine. Ow, fuck. Not you. You're my starlight. I need you. Alright. Someone lifted me. I'm levitating you.
I did not mean to go that far.
Double kill.
Oh, thank
Wow.
Woo!
Join our
That's
ranks.
what's called timing your ult, baby. Also, it doesn't help that I'm naturally very loud. Ow. Eh. Oh! Ow! Can we go back to spawn?
you.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's a good
I
idea.
need some mana and items. Alright, let's see. Finish building that, start building that. And... Okay, I'm good. Let's go.
Let's go.
Riding my noble steed into battle! Go, noble steed! Yep! I appear to have accidentally died. You might want to run.
You're gonna do something
Uh-oh,
about
they
this?
trapped me.
Yeah, they put you in the
Ally
bad girl
has been
box.
slain.
The gay baby
People need
jail.
our help.
They put you in gay baby jail.
For one special.
Not gay baby jail.
They will fit
We
in
both
quite
got put in
nicely
gay
here.
baby jail.
Minions have reached your portal.
Joke's on you, I live in gay baby jail.
What?
An enemy
Woo!
has been slain.
Sorry,
Oh,
I
thank-
wanted to help Cupid get the kill.
No, that was a good idea.
There we go. Mom's got you. No need to worry.
Ooh, that's a creative way to get rid of someone.
Don't forget to grab the money sacks. They're full of juicy, juicy health for your sweet, succulent bear ass.
The heat bears down upon you.
It's like I'm a bear or bear. It's like,
An ally has been slain.
We're going to try it. Yeah. Oh, Lord. Oh, God. Ah!
oh
You
no.
should join our ranks.
Oh.
Right outside of spawn. Oh, that did not work.
Yeah, it can't happen.
Both those goons didn't stand a chance.
Oh, God. Duh-buh-buh.
Goons are dying left and right.
Bonk. Yeah, help, Rob, help. Thank you. Ooh, I stalled the big bad boy long enough for the teammates to come in and deal with them. Woo! Fuck you, enemy Odin! Never mind. Still hardcore. Alright. Nope, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you!
An enemy has been slain.
Oh, I wasn't dead. Oh, now I'm dead.
Quite nicely here.
Woo!
2 for 1 special.
No, I couldn't save him!
Ooh, that's a creative way to get rid of someone. Triple kill.
There will be some people that you just can't save. Especially when you're Aphrodite.
Join our ranks.
Condolences to your family.
Condolences to your family. Alright, let's go. Cupid and I seem to be vibing, so I'm gonna be his sugar mommy for a while. Wait, no, isn't he literally my offspring? Wait, that's fucked up.
Oh, yeah.
Woo!
Then
I'm going to be his literal mommy for a while.
that's better.
Whoa! Get him! Get him!
Goons are dying left and right.
Fuck you! Enemy soul!
An enemy
Yes!
has been slain.
Oh god!
You could use Nope.
Woo! Bonk! Kiss! Oh god, I kiss Cupid. Oh god, I did not mean to kiss Cupid.
Slain.
I meant to kiss Odin, so that way he would die. Damn, I could have run out of there, but I was slowed.
People need our help.
Let's see. I'm gonna get Book of Meditation. Because I am building for support.
You're gonna do
No,
something about this.
Kopi! It's okay. I just don't want to.
Yay.
No, sorry, you suck. Right, consider Ross trying. I can tell. Let me try Rock. Let's try him on like a
Yeah.
shoe.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, well that worked. I didn't die.
That was a clean hit. Double kill.
Damn, I almost killed Odin.
Triple kill.
Almost got him.
They never let us down.
I got so close. Okay, Ra didn't really work. You and Cupid, going back and forth between you two seems to be doing the best for me. So, come here, child.
Fine.
Who did I kiss?
Way to get
Who am I latched on? Oh, it's you! Okay.
Me.
Goons are dying left and right. 2 for 1 special.
Damn. They've caught on to the gank the Aphrodite strategy.
Wow. They should join our ranks.
They're very good at
Those
that.
goons didn't stand a chance. They are my most valuable asset.
Oh god.
To the fact that if you kill the enemy, they can't kill you. Clever.
The best defense is a fantastic offense. Oh no, I'm coming to save you.
according to Keikaku.
Translators know Kikaku means
An
blood!
enemy has been slain. An ally has been slain. Two for one
Get away from me!
special. They will fit in quite nicely here.
Ah,
The
damn it!
traitor has been dealt with.
Get away from me!
Double kill.
As a
No,
note,
I'm smarter than you. I'm smarter than you, Izanami. Get away with me from me with that room temperature IQ bullshit.
room temperature IQ.
Yeah, I forget who I heard say that, but I was just like, that is a fantastic insult. Alright, back to the fire. Oh god! Ah!
Mistakes have been made.
It's okay. Alright, let's go over there. Where's the ice granite?
You gonna do something about this? Ooh, that's a creative way to get rid of goons. Are
Damn, I
dead
died.
Left and right.
Oh
Two
no.
for one special.
You know, apparently Izanami was trying to murder me, and she succeeded!
Unfortunately, she's very good at that. And
She is very good at that. I don't understand people who say like, oh, Izanami's not that great right now. I'm like, are we playing the same Izanami? Like, hello?
It just sounds like they're bad at the
You
game,
need
maybe.
our help.
I may be bad at her. Cause it's like, I don't know if she's meta, but like, she does good. Alright, let's go in. Not too far in. Yeah, we'll fuck up Odin.
An enemy
Ah,
has been
ah,
slain.
ah.
Soon they will be part
Get
of
away
the
from me.
family.
Oop. No, Izanami. No, that's not allowed. What did I? Oh, I'm with Ra now.
You gonna do something about
Damn
I
it!
hit you, really bullshit.
Kissed Ra again.
Stand a chance.
Ra, stop getting in the way when I'm trying to smooch other people. God,
That was a clean hit.
you're not who I want. You got a bird mouth, and I ain't letting that anywhere near my
ally has
smoochy
been
coochie.
slain.
Or my
Yeah, I don't
butthole.
think that would go well.
Yeah, no, they call me crazy, but I don't think that would go too well.
Wow.
Ow!
They should join our
Get away from me! No.
Ooh, that's a creative way to get rid of someone.
Ugh. That, wait, I can still see chat.
Condolences to your family.
Oh, you can?
I saw you say GG.
Oh, maybe it's because we're in a party together.
Oh, yeah, that would make sense. That would
Yeah.
make sense. Yeah. Because no, I've heard nobody else say anything, so I've been living in otherwise blissful silence. Who does it want to report? The enemy Opwash? Yeah, I don't know about that. He seemed to be doing just fine, thank you. Unless he was,
Yeah.
like, spewing slurs at his own team. That'd be... suck.
Figure out.
Psychedelic chest. Oh yeah. You were bunga, dude. Okay, but Groovy Artemis is, like, really cute. And I would like to take her on a date. And by a date, I mean, I want to smoke weed and watch Ghibli movies with her.
That is very specific.
Listen, I am very good at coming up with overly specific ideas in like 2 seconds. It's kind of my thing. Especially date ideas. I don't know why. I'm just the queen of fantasizing about dates.
Oh, mood.
I should do a thing where people like volunteer and I would tell them the type of date I would take them on if I were to take them on a date.
Oh, that sounds fun.
Yeah, I should do that sometime. That does sound fun. You know what? I'll show them how it's done.
Which means I will go. No.
Yeah, I don't know if you would do well as Nuwa. Ooh, that's a good one. That's a good pick for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like you do well as her, yeah. Little bit of help, whole lot of hurt. Also, with that skin, the bunny talks in a smooth, seductive voice.
But it's so cute.
And he's also literally made of chocolate.
Remember, the most important thing to know as a healer, it's not an important part of healing is... Wait, what was I saying? Fuck.
Something about the most important part of healing?
Oh yeah, DPSing is just mitigating future damage.
Exactly! I think that was literally one of the healer lessons that I found when looking up how to be a Mercy main for Overwatch. Also, it's all girls on our team.
Hell yeah.
Coochie squad. Girl squad. Girl squad. Girl squad.
You love to see it.
You love to see it. Look at them all. Bunch of badass ladies ready to rip through the enemy team like tissue paper.
And then have a slumber party afterwards.
And then have a slumber party where we order sushi and talk about people of many genders and
Yes.
maybe do a blood sacrifice. With this crowd, blood sacrifice would probably be the most likely thing.
Yeah, I think that sounds reasonable.
I mean, between Daji, myself, and maybe Luna? I don't know her Lord Emma. I feel like the yays would outnumber the nays on the whole blood sacrifice thing.
Yeah.
Autobots transform and roll out. We're gonna gaslight, gatekeep, girl boss our way out of this one.
Hell yeah.
Girl squad.
Minions have spawned.
Alright, does Daji want it, or... Yeah, I'll take it if she doesn't.
Can't get enough of that, girl.
Oh god, I can hear the rabbit too! I forgot about
Oh,
that.
you can? Oh my god,
Yeah,
what's your name?
I love him. I love him though, that's fine. I love him.
Okay.
Oh, he's playing the new Emperor. Whoop. Whoop. Nope. Oh no. Thanatos is totally gonna. He missed! Thanatos ulted me and he fucking missed me. literally missed me with that. I somehow avoided death even though Thanatos ulted just to kill me. Oh god! Oh god. That's it. That's it. That's my dick. That's my dick being ripped apart. No! Fuck!
You've still got a job to execute. Two for one special. Goons are dying left and right.
No, I can't let the girl
Something
squat
about
down.
this?
I gotta do murder.
An ally has been slain.
I got him! Yes!
Ooh, that's a
Getting
creative
in
way to
there.
get rid of someone.
Whoop! Nope. I knew she was gonna ult. I could smell it on my tits. Smell it on my tits? What the fuck? That doesn't even make sense.
The death sentence.
Our people need our help.
Fuck! I have no depth perception!
An enemy has been slain. Goons are dying left and right.
Whoa! Oh, he
Double
pushed me
kill.
away. Hey! Stop pushing me around!
Strange times that
They did not listen to
Let's
me.
go.
and
Both those goons didn't stand a chance.
I have to go quiet, just got a tiny noise complaint of sorts. Aw, sorry to hear that. I didn't think you were being particularly loud. Oh,
They should join our ranks. Ooh, that's a creative
oh god,
way to
oh
get
god.
rid of.
Ah!
Wow.
Damn it!
They should join our ranks.
Sorry, there was nothing I could do to save you.
An enemy has been slain.
Gonna try and... Oh, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. I will do one thing, and it is keep that minion out. Yeah?
You're gonna do something
Oh! Fuck, I missed
about
my
this.
ult
Creative
again.
way to get rid of someone. 2 for 1 special.
I, for some reason,
Wow.
not very
They should
playing
join our
very well
ranks.
tonight.
They will fit in quite nicely here.
Damn. Alright, let's get the... Ah! Fuck you! You will not get our attack buff! I'll take that. Oh god, don't push me away from him!
An ally has been slain.
Damn it!
Double kill. Triple kill.
Did they nerf Izanami recently? I'm gonna have to look that up. Cause like, I'm doing way less damage than I normally would. Huh. Fucking weird. I'll have to look that up after this game.
there's no reply.
couldn't quite
How the
stay
fuck
here.
were you immune to my ult? You were definitely in the circle, Thanatos. You were
Goons are dying. left and
definitely
right.
in that circle. You were deaf inside. What this game hates me. But can guess tonight. Can I get a kill?
An enemy has been slain.
Maybe
You
I'll
never
let
let
you
us down. 2-for-1 special.
Someone stole my skill, and I'm gonna cry. Eh, fuck you, Thanathought. Thanatoast. More like it. Thanatos. That's a real skin in this game. He turns into a giant piece of bread when he flies. God damn it! I missed again with my fucking ult!
You're gonna do
Got the
something
thing in!
about this?
Gotta go!
Our people need our help.
Whoop!
Both those goons didn't stand a chance.
Yeah, we're gonna die. We're about to die! We're about to die to the Jade Emperor himself! Okay. Yeah. Remind me sometime a Redeemer read something for twin rounds, because I want to see if Rose can get through it with a straight face.
That's what happens when people
Oh,
are
no.
disloyal to me.
Oh, I'm
You're gonna do
scared, but I'm
something
also
about
thrilled.
this? An
Why
enemy
is he
has
so
been
fast?
slain.
Why is his move speed so fucking fast? Because boots are gone out of this game. Boots don't exist. I know his 2 increases his speed slightly.
You soon will be part of the family. Goons are dying left and right. Double kill. 2-for-1
Yeah, this
special.
is another F6er.
Took 'em all
I can
out
feel
without
it in my
making a
blood.
mess. Impressive.
Ultimate is down.
Ow, 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 ow. Alright, we got. That's all we can do. Get away from me! Fucking Thanatos.
Ultimate is ready.
Get him, 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 get him. God damn it!
An ally has been slain.
Why is everyone so good at getting away?
Shut down?
This is genuinely frustrating. Fuck my asshole!
Both those goons didn't stand a chance. Ooh, that's a creative way to get rid of someone. Wow.
Fuck.
They should join our ranks.
All I can do is farm. I used to be really good at this game. What the fuck happened? Oh, she outsmarted you. She outsmarted you. She fucking outsmarted you.
Drown them in
I got credit. Yay. I mean, not what I meant when I said I wanted to kill, but beggars can't be choosers.
Goons are dying left and right.
Whoa! Nuked her! Nuked her from orbit! Damn it.
You're gonna do something about this?
I was about to say, how the fuck did 3 people fail to kill? God damn it!
Double kill.
I can outdamage your heals, bitch. Fuck you. Come near me and get melted. Suck my fucking third balls, yeah. Eat my turds, bitch. Eat my fucking turds. Wait, you mean we've been doing a 4v5 and losing this whole time?
Dying left and right.
That does not make me feel better. No!
An ally has been slain.
Oh, my brother in Christ.
An enemy has been slain.
Yeah, like Mulan was on the other side of the fucking field when I was trying to do that. It's like, my brother in Christ, you should be in the front.
You're gonna do something about this?
You want to get melted? Never too late to get melted. Oh no.
An ally has been slain.
Leg.
Goons are dying left and right.
I'm a straight up villain,
Triple kill.
I at least killed someone.
Wow. Make sure to join our ranks. Double kill. An enemy has been slain.
Nope, you're not gonna lose on minions. That would really suck. Especially for my already crippled morale.
Ooh, that's a creative way to get rid of someone.
Alright. Here she comes. Oh, no, that's not the one I meant to press.
An enemy has been slain.
Got one.
Need our help. Wow. Make sure to join our ranks. Goons are dying.
What?
left
How
and
could he
right.
see me? How could he see me? No, that Thanatos was literally cheating. How could he see me? I was invisible. I don't want to play Smite anymore. Sally gotta run. I need to eat dinner. Alrighty, take care of yourself. That's probably the last Smite round I'll play for you today anyway. So enjoy your dinner. Alright, we're just gonna do some more just chatting for the last like half hour of stream. It's fine. I'm gonna hop out of collab voice. Oh, whoa? Oh yeah, don't forget to redeem, read something. Oh? Aw. He was grabbing me a stuffed animal first. The coffee bean designed that I was assigned stuffed animal at Rage. It's see. What am I gonna put on? Self-heating hot pots. Okay, Daisy Bacon, I'm with ya. Self-heating hot pots. What the fuck does that mean? What? Oh, right, I turned it off, but,
I'll
boop.
redeem something else of any price, and I've sent the thing to read to you.
Okay, I will do that. Okay. Oh no! No! No, I know what this is! I know what this is! No! Why would you send me this? I know, I recognize. Okay, I'm gonna read what Coffee Bet sent me. Finally got banned from our food. My 4-day baked potato. Recipe in comments. I have put the 4-day baked potato up on screen for everybody else's abject horror. Recipe. Ingredients. Potato. Method. Preheat oven to 180 degrees Celsius. Place potato in oven. After 2 hours, notice that oven is on and think, not sure why that's on. Turn oven off and go to bed, allowing the potato to sit unnoticed at the back of the oven. For the next 4 days, use the oven to cook food as normal. Then, whilst retrieving a lasagna from the oven, notice the charred, blackened husk of the potato and remove. Potato should shatter when touched and be entirely hollow, if not completely cooked through. Return to the oven for another day or so. The perfect potato is one which is able to leer menacingly into one's soul. I love I love the story of the 4-day baked potato. It's so wretched! Look at it! It looks like it's got teeth! It looks like an Elden Ring enemy! That you'd find in a cave. I cannot believe you got through that without cracking. I got all my giggles out at the very beginning. The second I saw that you sent me the 4-day baked potato, I fucking lost. Oh, I love the 4-day baked potato. But yes, we're going to watch Dancing Bacon's review food as opposed to playing any more Smite tonight. For the sake of my mental health. The magic heating bag. What? The magic heating bag? Just add normal temperature water and it'll heat up. What the fuck is inside that bag? That scares me. What the fuck could be in that bag? Where... What? You just add normal ass water and it gets really warm? I'm not gonna lie, that's kind of terrifying. Why is the lid rising? It's breathing. It's breathing. This is witchcraft. This is actual witchcraft. The Singaporeans have invented witchcraft. This is not a drill. Luckily for them, I find witches incredibly sexy. Clay pot rice sauce? That sounds good as fuck, though. The provided utensil. The spork. I need to get more fun little forks and spoons. Because whenever I'm having a bad day, either I or Coffee Bean will retrieve a snack to eat with my pink panda spoon. I am a 28-year-old woman, and eating with a pink panda spoon meant for children makes me happy. Listen, you gotta do what makes you happy. That genuinely looks good, though. The heating method just scares the piss out of me. Luckily, I already took a bathroom break.
Piss, you say?
Yes, I did say piss. Thank you, co-commentator Coffee Bean.
You're welcome.
Please don't accidentally trip over S'more's scratching post.
You can't tell me what to do.
I could, but it's up to you as a grown-ass man on whether or not you take my advice. I'm your girlfriend, not your mom.
Yeah.
I may be mommy GF, but I'm not literally your mom. Real-time speed of bag heating up. Okay. Okay, so far it's pretty still. Oh! Oh, I see it start to bump. Oh. What the fuck? What the fuck? They've invented witchcraft in Singapore! I'm telling you! And the lid is breathing! This is some goddamn sorcery! I'm more than a little terrified, babies, not gonna lie. I'm gonna add that to my list of fears. Birds, dying alone, and self-heating hot pots. Oh, and suffocation. That one too. It's so funny that I have a choking kink, and yet I'm also afraid of suffocation. Yeah, I don't know how that one works either. Oh, yes. Speaking of good things, I've been using Nookazon. I started using it, like, seriously today. I made a couple trades, and everybody who's come to my island for trades has said that it's pretty, and that makes me really happy. Cause I get so insecure about how my island looks, cause I look at Animal Crossing New Horizons island tours all the time, and I'm like, wow, these are so intricate and elegant and beautiful. And then I look at mine, and it's still a beautiful island, don't get me wrong, but like it looks so plain in comparison to these. And then I realize I'm looking at like the barely functional Instagram of New Horizons islands, because most of these during the tours cause the tourees switch to start slowly disintegrating the deeper they go into the island. The worst my island gets is a little bit of slow down by the main plaza, and that's about it. I'm functional and fashionable. Sweet potato noodles? Oh, I love sweet potatoes and noodles. It's a springy! Garlic flavoring. Oh, sweet potatoes and garlic. Oh, yes. You specifically changed one island plan to not melt switches, if memory serves. Indeedly do. So basically, I was gonna put a whole bunch of shit right in front of the museum, and then I realized the more shit I put there, the more people's switches would melt. Because there's a lot of shit in a certain area, so I slightly adjusted plans to make sure that not only did my own switch not melt, but other people's switches wouldn't melt, because I wanted to invite others to come and run and play and have fun on my island. I'm just very happy. Also, I've gotten, it's like I've been doing mostly trades. I haven't really like sold anything. It's mostly been like bartering and trades that I've done. Cause it's like I don't really need bells. I'm pretty stinking rich in Animal Crossing. In real life, I'm kind of broke. But in Animal Crossing, I'm filthy rich, and I don't need a lot of money. So I'm just like, tickets or wish list items. Is your hot pot still gonna be good? Provided utensils. Wooden chopsticks. What about bamboo chopsticks? The noodles are all cooked, but the soup doesn't seem... Oh, that's so disappointing. Oh, that looks so good. I want to put that in my mouth. Oh, I love sweet potatoes. What is that? Mini fishbowl! Oh, that's so cute. Lots of vegetables. Like potato. Okay, but I got some canned sliced tomatoes. Because I get a lot of canned foods for when I make soup. Because I'll just be like, it's soup time! Dump a bunch of shit into a bowl with a bunch of seasonings and just go. And canned potato, I think, is really only good for soup. Because I can't see people using that for anything but, or like a stew or like a casserole or anything where like you're expected to have a slightly mushy sensation already with the potatoes. I like the art on this one. Angry cat. It's cute. These self-heating pots are kind of scary. Set contents. Convenient rice pack. Wow. I hope people have accepted the other offers I've put forth on Nookazon. I've been making offers and I hope that people either accept them or let me down gently. Listen, I won't be offended if they get a better offer. That's just the nature of the trade, baby. Just means I have to work harder so I can outbid people on everything. Become even richer so that I can redistribute my wealth to other people on Nookazon by giving them exorbitant amounts of money for things that don't cost that much. God, I offered to pay 200,000 bells for a wedding event item, even though the wedding event is in like 2 months, just because I want it now. 200,000 bells, not gonna leave a huge dent in my wallet. I love the little pool floaties! Oh, those are so cute. Kids' pools. Oh. It's so cute, though. Probably full of piss, though. I love the greenery of this area. This area is pretty. This is a pretty part. I love it a lot. The floaties are back! Ah. Ooh, this one looks pretty good, too. Oh, that reminds me. I miss shepherd's pies. They're so delicious. I had my first one earlier this year? Question mark? Yes, earlier this year. God. It's been a long fucking year already, and it's only April. Wait. Everyone who says time goes super fast, like, are we having the same time? Because there's so much shit going on in my life right now. Which is good. I don't want my life to go by super fast. Ow! Did I nearly scratch my eyeball again? Not my literal eyeball, my eyelid. Oh. Chocolate and strawberry and chocolate ganache. It's our good friend Chocolate Cacao. I love this man's work. Big fan of this dude. Oh, look at this. If someone came up to me and was like, what would you rather have? This or sex? I would be like, the ganache! Duh! Sex can get you pregnant. Cakes can't. That's how I figured out I was asexual, by the way. I saw a bunch of asexual memes and I identified way too hard with 90% of them. I was like, yeah, I too would rather have cake than sex. Wait a minute. It was literally just like that. Oh my god, it was a funny moment where I was like, hmm. Sorry, someone tagged me in a meme. Ah! Sorry for the yawns. Oh yeah, tomorrow I am going to my parents' house again because it is my dad's birthday, Papa Unicorn's birthday. Oh my god, my parents want to see my streaming stuff so badly, but I'm terrified to let them because I've said some raunchy stuff, and it's like, I love my folks, and their genuine interest in what I do is very sweet. I'm just a wretched little hobgoblin, afraid of, deeply ashamed of the things that I do. I, not to mention I'm not out of the closet. I hope if I ever get outed accidentally to my parents that they still love me. That was kind of a dark thought. I apologize. I worry about that very frequently. Butter. Let's think about butter instead. I forgot to knead here, but do so after the resting. Chocolate. Luckily, we have a big bowl of chocolate my folks gave me and Coffee Bean for Easter. They got us a whole thing of Lindt chocolate truffles. Of all, like, the little balls. Of many different flavors. So we've basically been popping balls into our mouth for like a week now. God, old me would have been through the entire bag in like 3 days. New me, still isn't even like halfway there. Which is good. It means I won't get diabetes. I'm very proud of that. I'm just like, huh. Wow, character development is fucking weird. I love the little plushies and toys. Current me is craving more balls. Go get some balls, honey. Put some balls in your jaws. They're delicious. The ones with the orange wrapper, particularly good if you can find any, if I haven't eaten them all. Because they're like orange chocolate. It's so good. I'm a slut for orange and chocolate together. In case you can't tell, chat. Oh. Considering I just heard Coffee Bean nut in the background, I'm going to assume there was one left. Which is good, it means I didn't eat them all. I found out that it was chocolate orange and I took like literally 3 in a row. I was just like, oh, chocolate orange balls. There are 2 left. One for you, one for me. Hey. God, if my extended family ever found my streams, well, it depends on the relative. My aunt who lives in a completely other state can fuck off. She's a massive fucking bitch. She wore leopard print to her own mother's funeral. If that doesn't, like, I could see people doing that if, like, your mom abused you. But, like, I know for a fact that my grandma did not abuse anyone. So that was just, like, really trashy. I'm just like, fuck you, bitch. My uncle who lives in another state on the opposite side of the country who tried to strangle one of my now deceased aunts. She didn't die from the strangling, by the way. I don't know if I would want him to know that I exist. Kinda scared after the whole strangling thing, not gonna lie. The aunt and uncle with a really nice house, they can hang. They're chill. They're cool. They're nice. Their kids are weird, but they're nice. Wait, no, do they have any kids? No, I'm thinking of my other aunt's kids. I'm sorry. Yeah, no, they're cool. They can hang. As long as they're okay with a little bit of gayness. And then my one uncle by marriage, he can fuck off. I know he's been through a lot, but he's homophobic as shit, and I don't want him anywhere near me. My one cousin who is staying very far away from the bitchy aunt, he can probably hang though. He knows that his mother's a bitch. So he can hang. He can chill. He's allowed to sit with us. My other cousin, the daughter, she can fuck off. She's a mirror image of her mother. She literally sent my mother a huge text message that made her cry. And I'm like, bitch, if I ever see you, I'm throwing hands. But yeah, my family's kind of fucked up. I'm glad that at least my folks and I get along. And my brother and I are getting along much better. Like, we didn't see his wife. She had to stay back from Easter dinner because she had to take care of their dog, who has a cut on her paw. And I'm like, that's totally fair. Also, I hope doggy gets better. Listen, I wish no ill will on any of their pets. Their pets are all good boys and girls. They're very sweet, very cute. Very good noodles. Love them all. Mwah. Especially their orange boy. I love their orange boy. And the fat black and white one they have. I'm not saying any names as to protect the identities of the innocent. Just in case one of those pets' names is a security question. I don't know if it is, but I like protecting my family. These are all so cute, by the way. Oh yeah, so one of my aunts, chocolate cacao, please. You got it mostly on your arm. She used to get a lot of cats. Like, lots and lots of cats. Like, 6 to 8 cats. There was this one really fat cat that we all remembered and we all loved. We will call her Maggie. That wasn't her real name. Well, let's call her Maggie, because that's the name of a pig villager in Animal Crossing that I really like. And this cat was a fucking pig. I say that with love. I say that she was a pig with love. All she wanted to do was eat, and as a result, she was super fucking fat. I mean, like, this cat looked like a balloon, okay? She lived a long life, especially for such a fat cat. Like, she lived a long life. It was very nice. Success! So clearly in view. Oh, whoa, what's this? Oh, the straw method! Yes, I've heard of this. But then you have a huge hole in your strawberry. I just wanted to do that. You know what? That's valid, King. Let's see. Air fryer? Not too interested in air fryers. We had one that was really cheap, and as such, it didn't work very good. So if you're gonna get an air fryer, you should probably invest a little bit more than we did in our first one. Oh, it's 9:55. Oh, Lord. I should probably start getting ready to wrap it up then. Alright, let me go find somebody to raid. Don't leave yet. You gotta be part of the raid. Yes, thank you all so much for coming to my streams. As per usual, however long you were here, you are loved, and I hope you had a great time. Take care of yourselves, grab a drink and a snack, and I will see you all on Monday for more of the same bullshit. Alright, let's see. Who to raid? Let's do... Aha! I like this lady. And I have a feeling you all will too, because, how do I put this? One, she has an amazing personality, and two, she has giant fucking titties! I know you guys. I know you guys. Take care. Bye-bye!